evening, everyone. My name is Hannah Coomer, and today I am going to talk about my journey to success. First, I would like to talk about my background. I am a distance education student at Central Carolina Community College. I am originally from Sanford, North Carolina, but I moved to Chesapeake, Virginia in October of 2015. When I moved to Chesapeake, I assumed my position as office manager and dispatcher for the HVAC company that I work for. I chose distance education because I do work full-time and I felt that it was the best fit for me. This semester has been an educational turning point. In previous semesters, I have not really applied myself like I should. I would always start out strong and then my motivation would slowly digress. This semester, I really applied myself and I can definitely see a difference in my grades. My definition of success is achieving a goal that you have given all of your efforts. Without goals, I feel it is impossible to be successful. Goals give you something to strive for and achieve. I do feel successful in some ways because I have accomplished a lot of my goals. I will continue to make goals so I can continue to grow and be successful. This semester, I chose 2 educational goals. The first goal was to pass all 3 of the tests given to me in my Old Testament religion class. The second goal was to pass all of my classes with an A average. For each of those goals, I chose 2 areas of improvement. The first area of improvement for goal number 1 is to take time to organize my plans for times to study to ensure that I am actually taking the time to sit down and study material. If I am more prepared, it will help me to perform better on tests. Tests are typically my downfall. The second area of improvement for goal number 1 is to find different study habits that will help me to do better on these tests. The first area of improvement for goal number 2 is to take time to organize my plans and assignments. Assignments are not always due on the same day, and sometimes it is easy to forget due dates. I needed to improve my organization and time management skills to make sure I turned in my assignments on time to prevent my grades from dropping. My second area of improvement for goal number 2 was to establish check-in dates every 2 weeks where I can go over my grades and figure out what I needed to work on. For each of my areas of improvement, I chose an activity. The first activity that I chose for area of improvement number 1 for goal number 1 was to take time each week to plan out the times and dates that I will study. So typically this would be on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday for a certain class, or Tuesdays and Thursdays for a different class, depending on what my schedule looked like. My activity for area of improvement number 2 for goal number 1 was to do some research online to find out what study habits worked for others, or ask a friend or family member to help me by quizzing me. The first area of improvement, the activity that I chose for goal number 2, was to create reminders in my phone for due dates for each assignment given to me for each class, as well as create a printed calendar with due dates for both classes. The activity that I chose for area of improvement number 2 for goal number 2 was to check in on each check-in date and overview my grades to see what I need to improve on. The benefit of each of these activities were that they were simple and small tasks that I could easily complete and help me achieve my goals. I benefited from completing these tasks because I learned to be more disciplined by organizing my time and making a calendar, establishing what study habits worked for me, and identifying and eliminating my inefficiencies. The lessons that I learned were to 1, believe in myself. I really can achieve anything as long as I just take the time and do it. I also learned that I need to stop telling myself that I can't and start telling myself that I can. The second lesson that I learned was to manage my time better. I often tell myself I don't have time, but I find myself scrolling through social media, watching my favorite TV shows, or doing other things that are not necessary. If I need to do something, I need to make time to do it. Time is like money, and if you don't tell it what to do, it will leave. The third lesson that I learned was to use technology to my advantage. I usually do not prefer to use technology, but through some assignments this semester, I learned that sometimes using technology can be very helpful. One specific assignment that we did was make a schedule on Google Calendar, and I felt that that was extremely helpful. My academic goals, short and long term. My short-term academic goal is to bring my GPA up in the fall 2016 semester. My long-term academic goals are to earn my associates in business management and continue my education at a university. I hope to use my degrees to help me to be more successful and be able to eventually get the job that I've always wanted.